based in Galway on the west coast of Ireland.
We are Improv. Hello, meeting at just your stage. We're from London and welcome. Welcome to the International Improv Experience. International Improv Experience. International Improv Experience.
The International Improv Challenge.
Tervetuloa kansainväliseen improvisaatioteatterielämykseen.
Scream at everybody. Hey, how's it going? Doing well? Sweet. Clap your hands if this is your first time to the Hideout Theater. All those people, clap your hands if this is your first time seeing improv at all. Now, just so everyone gets a chance to clap if you've been here before. Awesome. Well, that should be everybody. Unless you were too apathetic to clap. That's cool. Do whatever. Take your money. Welcome to the International Improv Experience. For those of you who haven't seen improv at all before, I want to kind of give you some context. So, improv, as it's currently performed, really started in like the 1950s, so it's a pretty young art form. It basically just means being on stage and having no idea what you're doing until you're doing it. Completely unscripted, you don't know what characters you're going to play, what situations you'll be in, until we're told what to do. Ordinarily, we do that by taking suggestions from the audience. So I would say, what's your favorite color? And you would all shout out, green and blue, pretty much. The colors of the world, ladies and gentlemen. You're in the right place. If I asked for a number between 1 and 10, you would say? 6 and 9. Alright, keep that in mind, everybody. And if I said, what's your least favorite subject in school, you would say? Math. Good. Sweet. So that's improv. We would take those suggestions and we would do a scene inspired by that. So the cool thing about improv is that it really flourished here in the United States and in Canada, and for several decades that's where it really grew. The Austin improv scene is tremendous. There's also huge scenes in Chicago, New York, and LA. But for the past decade, it's really been spreading globally, and now there's groups, as you saw, in Osaka, Japan, in Finland, all over the world. And this is the first show in the world where we've invited all of them to be a part of this show. And they took time out of their day and recorded these challenges. So throughout today, we're going to be doing, throughout the next hour and a half, we'll be doing improv inspired by challenges made specifically for this show from all over the world. That's super exciting. We are recording this show for those people so they can watch and see what was done with their challenges. So can everyone applaud the rest of the world real quick? We'll do something for them, especially at the end as well. Because the world has given so much to us, we have decided to hell with the typical budget of an improv show, which is $0. We're going to spend tons of money and blow the bank on this improv show. So everything you see tonight is completely state of the art. For instance, It's some sort of newfangled digital display. I have no idea how it works, but this is our mileage tracker. It automatically updates. It's tremendous. You'll see. Last week, every week, we keep track of the mileage as we travel from country to country. The countries are selected randomly. Last week, we made it 46,986 miles, which is the highest we've gone so far. This week, we're going to try to break that and hopefully break 50,000. It will not happen. We did a lot of trips to Australia last time. It's a long ways away. But we're going to try. We're going to do our best. The other ways we have spared no expense tonight, in order to select a random country, we have no way of doing that. So we had to build a button that taps into our computer system called the Improvitron. So please welcome to the stage the high-tech button that we will be using to select our country. Thank you. That's a Simutron. He's part of the computer system. More on him later. In order to activate this, you have to push this nuclear toggle switch, which lights up this button. And then when I hit this button, you'll see the Improvitron will automatically select a country for us, like so. Very slowly. Tallinn, Estonia is the country we would have seen from. But we're not going to do that right now. Second of all, I know, sorry, Estonians and fans of Estonia. Might get there later. The second way we spared no expense is by installing a giant lever to start scenes with. So please give a round of applause for the giant lever. This lever is connected via Bluetooth 3.0 to the computer system, and whenever I push the lever, it makes a cool noise and the scene starts like this. Oh my god, that's so cool. Right, you're not excited when there's not a scene happening, but you'll be excited in a second. Finally, you may not realize this, but this is not just a stage. No, indeed, this is a virtual reality environment. We ripped up the floors, we installed circuitry, it's basically a holodeck. And in order to simulate any environment in the entire world, we have the Simutrons, which are part of, but distinct from, the Improvitrons, which is too complicated. But please give a round of applause, even though they have no human emotions, for the Simutrons. Can I get a famous landmark somewhere in the world?
Harris Rock.
Paris!
Arc de Triomphe.
The Arc de Triomphe is what I heard. So, also I'd like to introduce you to the voice of the Improvitron itself. Hello, computer.
Hi, Ryan.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Are you ready to build the Arc de Triomphe for us?
Sure thing.
All right. When I push the lever, you will be magically and impressively whisked away to the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France.
Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se fait sous sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans doute de l'homme
Your eyes are not deceiving you. You're still in your seats, but you're looking right at it. Thank you, Simutrons. Will you please strike the Arc de Triomphe? And now it dissolves into the ether from whence it came. Now the only thing left that we need is performers. So please, one more round of applause, I ask you. Welcome the performers for this night who will be representing the US of A. for Shannon.
Yes.
You're gonna push the button for the first time. Woo! Also, I should point out that I and the Improbitron have seen these videos, but the performers have not seen these videos at all. The challenges being issued to them will be the first time they'll be hearing them, so expect a lot of nonsense. Shannon, please push the button and select our first country for real.
Here we go.
Paris, France. Hey, if this takes place at the Arc de Triomphe, it will be very disappointing. So, can we have the lights down and play our first video from Paris, France, please?
Hi guys, we prepared you a little French scene from a movie, so you can dub it as we go along. Are you ready for it?
Go to the
Let's
lights.
go. C'est bien ce que je pensais, François.
Listen, I'm talking to you.
Le PIB de notre pays est très bas.
I've wanted you to talk to me for a long time.
Je le déplore. Et je crains que ça n'affecte le moral des Français.
Here I'm doing it, and the morale of the company is being obviously affected. You see?
Sylvie,
Jenna,
je suis malheureux.
I love you.
Pourtant, François, on a tout pour être heureux.
Robert, we've talked about this.
Tu m'embrasses plus.
I can't live without you. I stare at you every day outside. Shut up. Don't cry. Smell my palm.
T'es tellement bon quand tu fais l'amour.
Feel my power.
J'ai envie de te lécher l'oreille.
If that doesn't win you over, what will?
That's not the thing that I want. I want something else. Oh God, you found it.
Mon premier jour.
I can feel your pulse.
Yes, my pulse.
Did anyone in the audience actually speak French? What was the scene about? Just
He
curious.
actually said, like, I'm going to lick your ear.
That's why I heard you go, ah! And then it happened and I was like, somebody smarter than me. Hey, computer!
Yes.
How far is it from Austin, Texas, where we started, to Paris, France?
The distance from Austin to Paris is 5,100 miles.
5,100 miles on the board. A tremendous start, everyone, right? Who was in that scene? I couldn't tell. Who got their virtual ear touched? All right, Lacey, you get to push the button. Lights down. Vancouver, Canada.
This one is a landmark challenge.
Sweet. Oh, thank you, computer. And we get to build the arc.
Hi, we're here in front of Vancouver's famous laughing statues. Did you know that originally they were only supposed to be here for 6 weeks?
But then when it was time for them to go, Vancouver got real sad. So, owner and CEO of Lululemon purchased them and gave them to Vancouver as a gift.
As you can see, all the statues are in various states of hysterical laughter.
We challenge you to start the next scene with everyone laughing.
Amazing. Sounded awesome.
All right, I want all the performers on stage. The scene will start with hysterical laughter, and I'll let you discover what the scene is about. Without any input from anyone else. When the scene begins. the button. Yes, thank you. Hey, computer.
Hi, Roy.
How far is it? How are you doing, by the way?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been up to this week?
Just thinking a lot.
I guess that's what you always do.
Pretty much.
Sweet. How far is it from Paris to Vancouver?
From Paris to Vancouver, it is 4,928 miles for a grand total of 10,028 miles.
Nice. Woo! Nice. All right, Aaron. Now it is your turn to push the button and select our next country. Cape Town, South Africa, and I think this will be a vocabulary challenge, which means it's difficult.
Yes, it will.
Hi guys, this is Improv Guys, Cape Town, Cape Town's longest running and most favorite improv group. We would like to set you guys a challenge of using 10 South African words in one of your scenes and a small phrase at the end. We also challenge you to donate the proceeds of one of your shows to any charity of your choice as part of Mandela Day, which is on the 18th of July. And how it works in our country is we do 67 minutes of charity. So we challenge you guys to do a 67-minute show and donate all the proceeds to charity. So here's your first word. Laka. Bulldog. Because we think it's great if you just make up your own version. Yeah, good luck guys, and don't forget, any charity of your choice, 67 minutes for Mandela Day. Woo! Google the words. No,
If you haven't seen the show before, normally the groups tell us what the words mean. They're just like, nah, we won't do that. So, can we get a location that the scene will take place in? It doesn't have to be particularly South African. Chicago. Greenhouse on the outskirts of Chicago is the location. Semitrons, be prepared to build that. You guys have to use the words, all the words in the scene. If you know what they mean, that's total bonus. If you don't, I want you to sell it and give us context clues. Cool? The greenhouse on the outskirts of Chicago.
Charlie, those roses really look like they love you.
Thank you, Jenny. You know, sometimes it almost feel like they're talking to me.
Oh, Charlie, they can't talk, they're plants.
I know. It's just fun to pretend, I guess.
You pant off. You're such a goofball, you know that?
Oh, I know. I'm just a big silly.
Hey, how's your wife, by the way?
She's all right, you know. Ash is okay. You know, we only have it like once a week, but it's okay.
I
guess I haven't thought about that.
Well, I'm just saying it could be a possibility.
It's true. We didn't know how to say this before, but you think she's doing weird stuff? You think she's Jumo So with other people? You think she's just... Yeah. Oh, no. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not going to believe it.
Well, you don't have to be a cat.
That was a little rude. Look, we were out the other night, you know, we were downtown, having a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And, we looked over and she's at the next table, just eating this snook with this dude.
That was our thing.
I know.
That was our
She was
first date.
feeding the snook right into his face.
No, that's what I did to her.
I know.
I know.
That biltong. That dirty little biltong. Yeah, I said it.
I don't like it when people use that word to refer to women. I don't like it. That's on my list of do not say words.
It's a little insensitive. I mean,
Yeah.
you do love her, right? Right?
I don't know anymore. If she's gonna do this to me, you know, maybe I'll just be a Lekka, you know? A single guy out on his own with his plan. You know, just sort of, oh, there goes that crazy Lekka.
Just getting all the ta-ta you want. Just ta-ta everywhere. I know, sometimes I dream that dream too, but look.
What?
No, I don't dream that dream.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm okay. You know, maybe some time alone will do me good. You know, I can hobba. You know, just stew in my hobbas.
Yeah.
You learn to play guitar or something.
That could be great.
You can pick up anything. I know that you boys, you know, wanted to get out on the beach and just ain't it up.
It sounds dirty when you put it like that.
That's a great suggestion. You rock, Shannon.
You know what, guys? I feel better already. You know, I think I'm gonna be okay. I feel great.
That's what the greenhouse does.
I feel like I've said everything I needed to say.
Anyone happen to know any South African slang?
Lekka.
What's Lekka?
Lekka is like super awesome.
Oh,
Like,
sweet.
to love something like.
How many languages do you speak?
Enough. I'll audition for your next audition.
Please do. Have you seen the show at the Hideout before?
Have I seen this show?
How many? I've seen shows at the Hideout before.
A lot.
Okay, sweet. Okay, I can't use you for this next challenge. I need someone who hasn't seen a show here before to come on down. Sweet, let's have you down here, please. You actually don't need to come down, but it'll make us a better stage picture. That's cool. Come on. What's your name? Everyone, this is Jacob. Hey, computer.
Hey, Roy.
I want to play the Melbourne accent challenge.
Do you want to do the mileage first?
Yeah, let's do the mileage. I keep forgetting to do the
I mean, I
mileage.
have one job, you know?
You have a lot of jobs, computer. Are you
Well,
saying?
yeah, but I mean, this is the one that is visible.
You know, we appreciate everything you do.
And I appreciate that.
Your computer?
No!
The distance from Vancouver to Cape
Computer's
Town.
totally Lekka. That's
That is a Lekka computer.
a Lekka computer. How far is it from what was it?
Vancouver
Paris?
to Cape Town.
Vancouver to Cape Town. Thank you.
Is 10,220. For a grand total of 20,256 miles.
We might do it. That's awesome because Cape Town just signed on last week, so we didn't have them before. So now we have extra miles to travel. Sweet. So, sorry. Hey, how's it going? Great. We're gonna play a challenge that was recorded in Melbourne. It's a little bit strange because I was there, so I'm in the video too. Don't let them throw you. Your job, and they'll explain in the video too, but your job is to figure out who has the Australian accent, who has the New Zealand accent, and who is a jackass American trying to be Australian. So watch very closely and remember the order they go in because we'll check in and then we'll show you the solution. Nobody give him any hints. Cool? So when the lights go down, we'll watch the video. Action.
Hi, this is Roy. Hello, Roy.
Hi.
I'm in Australia, believe it or not. It's totally true. And I have an Australian, an American, and a New Zealander here to say some common phrases that you might hear in Australia. Now, your challenge is to figure out which person is the American, which person is from New Zealand, and which is the Australian. And the first phrase you're going to hear is, "Good day, how's it going?"
G'day, how's it going?
G'day, how's it going?
G'day, how's it going?
The Let's have another go. Now we're going to hear them say, I'm the real Australian.
I'm a real Australian.
I'm the real Australian.
I'm a real Australian.
That's a tough one. Let's have one more phrase, and then maybe you'll figure it out. The phrase is, flaming heck, there goes a kangaroo.
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 Well, which one was on? It's time to figure out who's from Australia, who's from New Zealand, and who's an American being a jackass.
Awesome, yeah, mate.
Yeah,
You're right.
Total puzzle.
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 Yeah. See you later.
Step down center. So remember the order they were in. So 1, 2, and 3.
Left to right?
Yeah, left to right. What do you think?
I'd go Australian, New Zealand, American.
What? Audience, do you agree with this choice? All right, well, we'll see. Play the solution video. Let's find out.
All right, it's time to get the answers.
I'm an Australian.
I'm a New Zealander.
I'm a jackass from America.
Give a huge round of applause. And you have the honor of pushing the button to select. We already did the shouldn't we? We're not counting that because that was a special challenge.
Here we go.
One thing I should say about some of the videos, as you just saw, some people from the Hideout have done some international traveling, and while we were traveling to those other countries teaching and performing improv, we recorded some videos. So you might see some videos with some familiar faces, and that's why we're in these other countries. We're not just faking it in front of a green screen, I promise. Cool, so video from Tokyo.
Hi, my name is Casey Beeler, and I am from the Hideout Theater in Austin, Texas. But right now, I am in Tokyo, Japan, surrounded by all of these very large buildings with different things on every floor. So back home in Austin, I want our improvisers to do a scene where they will be going to subsequent floors in a building. Let's say a 6th-floor building, and there will be something different that one character encounters as they go up each floor.
All right, sweet. So, computer and Simulatrons, what I want is like an elevator on stage so that we can start in like a lobby and we can move to different floors as the scene progresses. Can we get, what kind of building is this?
Department store.
A department store with 6 floors. Different purposes to each floor. Cool? So, when I push the lever, let's get going.
First floor, housewares.
So overpriced and not worth it. I have some.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Usually people don't take very nicely to my nosy.
Take me with you.
Okay, sure. I'm just seeing what's on every floor.
You really want to go? I love
Enough of that. Well, see all I need to see here.
Second floor, personal life choices.
College, Starbucks.
Starbucks. They pay for college now. You're welcome. That didn't even cost you anything. You should say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, also those socks don't go with those shoes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Chin up. You're gonna get that job tomorrow.
Third floor.
Monkeys.
Fourth floor, argument with your mother.
No, thank you.
Fifth floor, Nirvana.
You would have said fifth floor. I'm not falling for this trick, Mom.
Hello, welcome to Nirvana. Welcome to the future. All human suffering has ended. Would you like to participate?
You're welcome.
Well, thank you. In Nirvana, there is no pain, but there is also no joy. There is only touch and strong sexual attraction.
Lonely.
Super, super lonely.
Here, come with me.
Bye-bye. Yay!
Sixth and final floor, yourself.
Well, welcome inside of me.
Department store. The first floor was housewares, even if it was a blacksmith. We never talked. Hey, computer.
Yo.
How far is it from Cape Town, South Africa to Tokyo, Japan?
From Cape Town to Tokyo is 9,164 miles for a grand total of 29,420 miles.
Hey, Button.
Zero.
For that great cameo in that last scene, you get to push yourself. Keep it classy, bud.
Oh, hey.
Hello Austin, welcome to New York. We are Do Not Adjust Your Stage and we're currently standing in Shakespeare's Garden.
Woo! Is this a garden I see before me? Yes it is.
Shakespeare, as you know, was one of Britain's best gardeners and in his spare time he also wrote a couple of plays.
So we challenge you to do a scene based on Shakespeare. But you have to mention as many flowers and plants as you can as part of that scene.
Have fun.
All right, so I want to see a scene in the style of William Shakespeare, a play he's never written before. What's the name of this play? Just make something up, audience. Yeah!
The Flowers of Spring.
I heard bountiful pansies. So we're going to see a scene from Bountiful Pansies when I push the lever. Style of Shakespeare, mention as many vegetables and plants as you can throughout the course of the scene.
Wow.
Here we go.
Come ye, minstrels and lasses, to a place where no one shows what they're thinking. Most of everything is what it seems, but maybe we are all in a dream.
Good, my lady, dost thou see before thee thine beautiful shapes and smells of the peonies?
Why, of course, Genevieve. I see the roses before me, blossoming slowly, and it is for thou art and for thou soul that gives me hope that tomorrow I shall continue to grow, much like the vines that grow upon the fence.
My lady, much like the vines that grow upon the fence, our love will grow in numerous ways. For soon I had a dream.
Love has betwixt me for years and years.
Ruby, think about what you just said.
Oh.
The stars in the skies did fall upon mine eyes.
Candy, shout your dream to the heavens.
The stars did fall into thine eyes, and a lad appeared and picked thee up and brought thee monstrous babies.
To that land we dare to follow, through a hollow. Come with me as we shall find what babies and lads are in her mind.
Don't forget, mention as many plants as possible.
Why, here in front of me I see a rose, and a pansy, and a tulip, and a poppy, and a cucumber, and a vine.
I am monstrous in form, Petunia be my name.
Daisy be mine.
Yes, name we after many flowery buds, but tempt us not, else we stick your head in
A pot.
a pot!
Oh, Genevieve, this dream I do not wish to think.
My lady, but you must, as a tree must grow upwards to the heavens. It is by fate. These babies, they await. Petunia, Rose, Daisy.
When comes the dawn, I believe I will become a mom.
And the dawn she did came. And brought with her the rain. Roses, petunias, grapes, and leaves to bury them and weave in herself.
Hey, computer.
Hello.
I have a logistical question for you.
What's that?
So we just saw a video from Do Not Adjust Your Stage. They're a group based out of London, but they were in New York when they filmed it. Where should we have traveled to?
Well, the file was under London, so I think we should go for London.
Okay, great. So, how far is it from Tokyo, Japan to London, England?
5,946 miles for a grand total of 35,366 miles.
I would like 2 audience volunteers to come down for a thing. It doesn't matter if you've seen the show at the Hideout or not. Please raise your hand. One right there, please. Yeah, come on down. And sure. Wait.
Right here. It's her birthday.
What? It's only hard. We're taking really good care of you. You literally pushed her off stage. You don't have to do it at your birthday. You can make whatever choices you want to. Okay, great. What's your name? Aaron. What's your name? David. David and Aaron. Everyone give them one round of applause. Here's what's gonna happen. David, this is your cheering section. Woo! Aaron, this is your cheering section. You guys are going to name as many countries in the world as you can, back and forth. When one of you messes up, the other person gets a point. If you repeat something someone has said before, or you hesitate, or you say something that's not a country, someone will say and then the other person will get a point. But we'll love you anyway, so no pressure. Aaron, it's your birthday. I'm gonna give you a choice. Do you want to start, or do you want David to start? Okay, David will start. Cheer them on. David, when I point to you, name the first country. Let's just go back and forth. Face each other down. All right, David, begin.
Guatemala.
Germany.
Honduras.
Mexico.
Chile.
Texas.
Brazil.
Does this mean that all historical countries are now on the table?
No, just Texas. Alright, so Aaron has 1 point. First person to 3 wins. Aaron, start us off in round 2. Go.
Hong Kong.
Right, it is a city technically in China. It's a little bit it's in the gray area. Computer, what do you think?
It's a city, not a country.
All right, country. Sorry, David. 2 points for Aaron. That means KO. We'll start with David now.
Canada.
Poland.
USA. Taiwan.
Italy.
China.
Keep going. Alright, it's 2-1. Aaron, you will begin round 4. Begin.
Afghanistan.
Korea. North Korea.
Iraq.
South Korea. Thailand.
Oh my gosh. Spain.
Vietnam.
We couldn't ask for a more exciting round. It's 2-2. This next one decides it for the win. We begin with David. Round 5. Begin.
Vietnam.
On that high note, we're going to take a 10-minute intermission. Sweet. Aaron, did anyone buy you a drink? What? Shame on you. Someone will buy you a drink after the show, I'm sure. Right? Please welcome back to the stage the Symbitrons and the performers for this evening. They're still coming. Everybody.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Awesome. how's it going?
Good.
Sweet. Are you, what kind of accent was that?
Deutsch.
We haven't been there yet.
You won't. It's not in the computer.
I appreciate it though.
Unless someone in the audience maybe is from there.
Nah, that's not possible. Let's do a few more random country challenges before we move into something else. Aaron, would you like to push the button since you won that epic battle? Whenever you're ready. To do half a conversation because I think that's what's going to happen. This is a group called Impropets, and they have puppets. So,
yay!
Do it.
Hi. In the next challenge, you have to respond to Lauren.
Hello. Oh, hi, Lauren.
I'm glad you could find me here with my cat.
Oh yes, I've been meaning to meet them for a very long time. There's such beautiful cats.
See, you made it to my lair.
It's also a very beautiful lair. Yes, I love your lair. It's as beautiful as you described. Yeah.
How did you find me?
How? Oh.
How did you find me?
Well, Google Maps. I just typed in Lauren's lair, and I just, there's the directions.
Even if you're here, you won't be able to stop.
Oh, was I supposed to stop you? Oh, okay, well, no, I can't stop you. I was just trying, I was trying to connect with you.
My machine is all set up to contaminate the water of the city.
Oh, okay, so when Sally sent me, she said this was a blind date, so I am a little... I'm not, it's just Sally's very funny.
Nobody will be able to stop my machine because it's plugged into an unending energy supply.
Oh, well, like you mean the power grid? Like this is like a plug over there. I think the cats are actually kind of playing with the wire already. I feel like it'd be pretty easy to just go ahead.
That's what you think. But my plan is foolproof.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do whatever you want for this date. If you want to contaminate the water supply, that's great.
What do you mean?
Well, I just want to do what you want to do.
You mean use my cats? My cats?
Sure, if you want to use your cats, we can use your cats for the date. That's weird. Oh yeah, we can just have the cats take care of the water thing, and then you and I.
My cats, they're so beautiful.
Well, okay, look, but when you raise cats in an environment where you're contaminating water, they're going to pick up your trends. As parents do, cats do. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you teach them very bad lessons.
I couldn't believe it. Without my cats, I'm nothing.
I feel the same way about my son.
City and this freaked me out. They're very delightful people in these videos, and they have giant creepy puppets. Hi, Mexico City! I forgot we're recording this. It's been really awesome. Good job. Hey, computer.
Hola.
What did that mean? I love you. It's nice. Tiamo. How far is it from where was the last place we were?
London.
How far is it from London to Mexico City, please?
5,554 miles.
Nice.
For a grand total of 40,920 miles.
No way.
Pretty close. Let's Aaron, you did the voice in that last scene, right? Why don't you push the button for our next country?
Make it good.
For Mexico!
This might also require the mic, I think. Oh.
This one's an audio tour.
Nice. Someone on the mic or someone to
こんにちは。大阪でインプロする会のみっちゃんです。
Welcome to Osaka, Japan. As you can see, we have the Osaka flags. These flags always stay up and flapping in the breeze.
Thanks, Ben Affleck. This is Matt Damon here. We actually thought of using these these beautiful flags when we made Goodwill Hunting, but we had it low budget. As you guys know, we won an Oscar still, but these flags didn't appear. Pretty beautiful. I like them. Blue and white. Those are my favorite colors. What about you, Ben?
Thanks, Matt. I'm going to try to get back to talking about the landmarks instead of our writing partnership. This right here is the Osaka Chapel. Right here, this is where everyone worships. This is where everyone goes to just pray to, okay.
People also get married here, right? Kind of like you almost got married to Jennifer Lopez, right?
And I kind of don't want you to bring that up right now, Matt. I'm giving a guided tour.
Oh, okay. This sort of looks like that place you stayed at in Daredevil. I like that movie, but not many other people.
We don't talk about Daredevil, Matt. I'm doing Batman to erase all that.
Yeah, that suit looks fake, dude. I just gotta let you know. Kind of like these trees, but I bet they're real. They're just kind of tiny. Like, look at that tree on the left. It's tiny. And the one in front of us, tiny.
Right, and these are the steps of glory. And legend has it that if you step up the steps, someone appears and waves at you.
Wow, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Yeah. Amazing. Fitting image. You guys know a lot about them. No judgment.
How many Oscars have you won?
Hey, computer.
Hi.
How far is it from Mexico City to Osaka, Japan?
7,200.
Nice.
A grand total of 48,185 miles, which now puts you over the top of last year's
All right. Yeah, we should go ahead and do the thing. For our final challenge, we're going to get a challenge for a longer story from one of the guest countries. They're going to tell us what type of story we're going to do, and then we'll see an entire story improvised on the spot. This one this week, I think we're going to use the challenge from Vancouver, who you guys already met earlier, and they're going to tell us about a particular type of storytelling that happens a lot in Canada. So take it away, computer.
Well, as you can see, it's raining. It's Vancouver. That's the most stereotypically Vancouver Canadian thing we could possibly give to you today. As your long-form improv prompts, we'd like to talk about a road trip. These road trips usually have like a set endpoint, so they always know like where they're going.
Or think they know where they're going.
Yeah. You can always have like the kind of straight-laced characters, and then there's always like the one really wacky character. They'll just do crazy stuff.
There's always the point where something happens to your vehicle and you have to find alternate modes of transportation along the way.
You may pick up just a random hitchhiker along the road, and then all bets are off on where their adventure goes. And usually those, that hitchhiker will steal all your money, and you have to figure a way to, pay for the trip. And there'll be like a music montage of odd jobs that they quickly do to scam up some money to pay for gas. And despite this coming-of-age story and survival, we all know that in the back of our minds we have to go back to the place whence it started. And then on top of that, there's usually a seductress that they meet along the way that makes one of them fall in love. The seductress always creates some form of conflict for our protagonists, and along the way, they may have a falling out. And on top of all this, usually they get themselves into some sort of crazy contest that will allow them to win their money back.
Also, they usually get themselves in trouble with some sort of authority figure in some way, trouble with the law, they have to get around, escape.
But in the end, they realize that there's nothing like a wonderful friendship, a romance of sorts. Yes, there's no place like home. There is no place like home. And the lessons they learn from the seductresses and the hikers on the road very much mimic the relationships they have back home. They just need to be tied up and cleared up and healed and made better. And that is our challenge to you. Use these elements of the road trip and have fun.
track of all that stuff. I want you guys to use all of that in the story we tell. A classic Canadian road trip movie. Featuring all of those things. I think that's about all you guys need to get started. So let me reconfigure the lever to put us into long form mode. And when we push it, we will begin. Let's do it!
Always use your blinker. People don't use their blinker all the time. Use your blinker.
We'll be okay, Mom. I have your credit card.
Do not drink. This is a no drink car.
And if you do, no driving.
No, there is no if you do. That is opening up a window of possibility.
Thank you very much. Bye.
I'll call every night. I love you, Mom.
Bye. Make your mama proud.
Guys,
Here we are. We're doing it.
we're doing it.
The road trip.
Come on, to get tequila shots.
Already.
Manitoba, here we come.
Guys, I really needed this.
Yeah, it's been a hard school year, guys.
No, thank you.
We've been studying hard. We've been working hard. Yeah. Be cool. Jeff, all the talk.
You're like half a mile. Never.
Just standing on the side of the road. I'm glad you stopped.
Thank you. You should always stop me at the customs checkpoint.
That's right.
You guys going out to Canada?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, for business of pleasure.
Pleasure!
Sorry, are you inebriated?
What?
You inebriated.
No.
With life.
No.
You with life,
You want to step
man.
out of the car, please?
Oh, no, sir. I'm
You want to
sorry.
step out of the car?
You should get out carefully.
I'm a passenger.
Are those tequila shots?
I mean, are those tequila shots?
There's a uniform of the customs agents.
Oh wow, I like your badge, man.
Well, it's a badge.
Excuse me, I'm gonna need to ask you to step into your vehicle.
You obey the agent. I'm really sorry, sir. Do I need to get inside the...
Yup, you're just gonna need to get inside that vehicle, sir. Drive
I
on.
haven't had anything to drink, officer.
Alright, call your mom.
Call my mom. She passed away.
Tell her I think she's hot.
Okay. Mom. I think you're hot. I hope wherever you are, you still love me and I'm proud.
What was that?
Your mom told me that you were headed up, but you guys forgot about me. You forgot about Joey. You forgot about Joey. I ran half a mile.
Joey.
I'm on a road trip too.
No, not this
No,
time.
I know
Guys, hey, stop.
You
Come
have
on.
to let me in.
Guys.
And every road trip has a wacky character, and I'm ready to bring it. God damn it! You'll let me in tonight, you guys. Come on. You need
I vote
Hold
yes.
on.
We should include Joey.
Take a vote, guys. Jeff says yes because
Look, Joey's in our class. I mean, this is like a road trip, right? For everybody in our high school class.
I know, but when we talked about it, we just talked about it as the three of us, you know? No one else. And finally.
What? I say pick him up, see how it goes for a few miles. You know, like, if something bad happens, maybe he'll steal all our money and just split.
Fine.
I found 5 acorns. I can make a bomb out of this.
Good answer, Joey. All right. Well, now we're finally off.
Alright, we need some tunes.
I made a mixtape. It's my favorite vocal songs.
Jeff,
Nothing passes the time.
Jeff, I think this trip is going to be really songs. I think this trip is going to be really good for you. The breakup has been rough, so this is great. You know, you can kind of let your hair down now that she's out of the picture.
Yeah, man. They drive for 10 hours. 10 hours takes them through windy roads and dusty trails, and our driver gets sleepier and sleepier. They find a roadside hut, a big giant neon sign says, "Ladies, ladies, ladies." They pull over. Guys, pull over. There's ladies in there. I know it.
You know what? Hey.
I'm glad you took your mom to the car.
How much for a dance? Our buddy here, Jeff, has been through a really rough breakup.
They decide to get out of the car.
I don't want to get out of the car. The car's a safe place.
Hey, you guys let lemurs in here?
Animals allowed unless they're service animals.
Joey.
Joey, everything's weird again.
I have a lemur in my suitcase.
They're illegal in Canada. You know that. Everybody knows that. No, we're gonna in the next case we're gonna go in. We're gonna get Jeff a dance, and we're gonna get him over his girl.
Okay, fine, but it's not my fault what happened in that suitcase.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Silvers, and I just graduated from high school.
I know, it says so on your name tag.
I'm in the ROTC, and this is my
That's
uniform.
cute.
The junior ROTC. I mean, I hope to be in the ROTC officially when I get to college. You're touching my face. I have a credit card.
For you? No cost. I'll do it.
What?
Put your card back in your pocket.
Oh, do you guys want to use the car?
Yeah, totally.
Just watch out for the suitcase in the back.
Come on, guys, let's go grab a drink. Let's let Jeff hang out with his new friends.
I just broke up with my girlfriend Brenda. Well, I mean,
Get in the car, Jeff. Get in the car. This is awkward.
to be entirely honest with you, because I feel honesty is important on a first date.
We're
She
on a
broke up
date,
with me.
Jeff. And you shouldn't talk about your exes on dates. Sit down.
Oh dear.
I know we're not on a date, but continuing my tradition of honesty with you, I'm a virgin.
Let me just get into the back seat here. Just relax. Everything will be fine. That's just a little loose.
Has big horns. I didn't mean that like an innuendo.
Oh my God! The thing is eating the thing! I'm not sure if it's a
Jeff. Let's go.
Whoa! What? This wasn't me!
What? Oh, Joey. It's your fault, Joey. It's your lemur. I don't know what happened here.
Jeff continues to talk to his lemur. The sun
That's
goes
Joey,
down.
I'm Jeff.
Joey continues to talk to his lemur. The sun goes
down, and just about midnight, they all decide that they have to use their backpacks because the car is destroyed. Obviously, the coming of age part is done. Done. Sex has ensued. Now they're on their way to the next part of their road trip.
It's still technically a road trip if you don't even have a car.
Sure, man, we're on the road.
Ambrosia and I want to say thanks for letting her come with us.
This is great, guys. It's been a long time since I was in high school.
Yeah.
How old are you, lady?
Look, her name is Ambrosia, okay? I would appreciate it if you could address my new wife with her full name.
What?
Look, we got married, okay?
What?
Well, she said she didn't like Canada and wanted to come back to the U.S. with us afterwards, and the only way she could do that is if we got married. You guys didn't hear any of that stuff?
Man, you got scammed. Your lady's a scam artist, Jeff.
All right, that's it.
I can't stand
Take it off my backpack. I've had enough. Joey, this is all your fault. I didn't want you to come. No one likes you, Joey. Everyone here's too chicken shit to say it. But everyone in the whole school hates you. You're too weird, you talk to animals all the time, and none of the girls want you to ask them to the dance. I didn't want you here, no one wants you here. So why don't you just go? Better off, right guys?
Man, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
You know what's harsh? I mean, having a moose eat my car. That's harsh. You know what's harsh is having our trip ruined.
Yeah, well now we've lost Joey. What are you
Yeah.
gonna say to?
I mean, who elected you leader to begin with? Did we have a vote? Did I miss that part? While we were having sex? Lots and lots of sex?
I'm the oldest. I should probably be in
She
charge.
taught me things I didn't know because I was a virgin, and now I know them. I can teach them to anybody.
You know what, guys? Fine. That's it. Here's drawn a line in this dirt path we're on.
I'm already on half and half. You should redraw that line so it's really just you. It's clear.
All right. Here. All right.
Your backpack's on this side of the line. Oh, you came over!
All right. If you're with me, you want to find a way out of this. You want to go have a montage to raise some money, get a new car. Follow me.
With you.
All right. Follow me to your wife, Jeff.
Yeah,
I thought you were my friend.
I'm taking the tequila.
Come on, Ambrosia, let's go have sex.
Okay.
I like sex now.
Yeah, I sure wish we had a couple strong young backs to help us clean all this bar crap.
I know it. We've been washing and washing and sweeping after the windows just went up. You know.
Yeah, you get old and no one's there to help you clean your bar.
I would be smite if I didn't know right from right and wrong from wrong.
That's what you always say. You'll smite and smite if you don't know right from right, left from wrong.
You know, oh, I'm tired, Lucius.
Well, let me go check out back. Maybe we have some old sticks we can sit on. That's the most we have. We're so poor.
Hey!
Oh, a couple young men.
What'd you find back there, Lucius?
Couple young men.
Couple young what?
Couple young men. Yeah.
Well, let me add them.
Okay. Hey now.
Come on, we're just real tired. We've been on foot for like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Yeah, it has to have been like 14 miles we just walked. Luckily, we're young. We can handle it.
Well, I was just having a thought, Lucille. You having that thought?
Yes, Lucius, you and me are having the same thought.
You know, boys, if you need to earn a little extra pocket change, have a place to rest,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just clean the bar.
That's fancy.
Yeah. We'll provide the music for the montage.
All right. Let's do it.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd buy an exotic pet, yep, like a lamb.
Oh, Ambrosia! Oh, you're amazing. I'm amazing now.
You're amazing. You should run behind your weird friend, the one with the lemur. Canada's a rough place for a young boy alone. Right?
Right, sex may not be enough. We might need friends and love.
Oh, goodness.
Look at that! Wow! Oh, well, not a dust speck on it. There's not a dust speck on it.
This, Lucille, is the cleanest bar I've ever think we've owned.
I've never owned a cleaner bar.
You know, instead of money, we would gladly accept that beat-up Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra out there.
Betsy, you want to take Betsy?
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to conversate.
We had...
Okay! Well, if hopefully one day, maybe, you'll fill that Oldsmobile with friends. Maybe go on a road trip.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yes. Oh, it was hard. Difficult.
Oh, yeah.
We got into a lot of fights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we were tipping.
Oh, yeah.
Tipping.
I think maybe we'll just go home.
Yeah.
I don't think we really need friends or road trips right now.
Oh, you always need friends.
Yeah, you never know who you might meet and open a bar with and grow old with.
Oh, Lucius.
Oh, Lucille. I'll take Betsy, have fun. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Should we tell them about, Betsy?
Oh, no.
No.
You can't tell anybody about Betsy.
Raj, I hate to broach the subject, but since I did meet you at a strip club, perhaps you should expose yourself to oncoming hassle.
That is disrespectful.
Well, I just feel like now that we're married now, I'm funding us, doing all the money aspects of our marriage, and thank you.
You didn't even stop.
That's awfully demoralizing when my wife shows her breasts to Canadian truckers and they drive right by. I still love you.
I love you.
At that moment, in Betsy.
Well, not the greatest Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra, but this will do for now.
You smell that?
Yeah.
I don't know, like week old laundry left in a meat locker.
It's coming from the trunk.
I'm not gonna open it. You can open it if you want. I can't deal with any more craziness on this trip. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
On the count of 3.
Oh man.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God!
Joey!
Trapped in that trunk for like 2 days. Guys, it's like a reunion.
Joey, what happened to you?
And we were dying.
In there in the trunk with you. Oh shit! You gotta get rid of that itself.
I was crying because you were so mean and I crawled into this trunk
And then these two people came and closed it and then mocked me for a long time. They kept playing all this montage music.
Knew I liked that couple.
Guys, it's so great that we're back together. Oh.
You know, maybe we should give the lemur a burial.
Aww.
Might make Joey feel better.
You would bury Walter?
Yes, let's bury Walter.
Will you give a speech?
It's pretty amazing all those cars used to come by and not one has come by.
Weird, huh? There must be a traffic backup.
Super weird.
I guess we should start walking.
Alright, we'll just, well, what looks like a good spot to bury him at, Joey?
You really like pine cones.
Okay.
So pine forest, we find a pine tree. They're like 50 a zillion of them along the roadside.
Like, there's one right up ahead.
Yeah, how's that one?
There's two hitchhikers.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, look, here comes an Oldsmobile. They're all
Oh, sweet. Pull over, come on, come on.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hey guys.
It's okay,
Hey Jeff.
I'll talk to him.
Sorry about the smell.
Lemur.
Picked up Joey.
It's a long story, man.
They found me in a trunk.
Okay. Tell it. Tell the whole story.
That is the whole story.
Guys, and you, Joey. Just want to say I'm sorry. You know, we were walking and Broja, who's still my wife and right here, she's really great. We were having crazy sex the other night and I realized that I missed y'all. Yeah, you know what? I mean, you can't just be all like penis and vagina. Sometimes it's got to be friends too. I didn't mean that you should have sex with her, but
No, I think I was a little harsh. Sorry, Joey. Sorry, Jeff. Roja. Michael. Walter. Here.
Be gentle.
Already dead.
His soul is still in there. Till we bury him.
you should say some words because you're our leader.
All right, Walter. Thanks for setting us on this really weird trip. You're weird and annoying, but sometimes that's what friends are. And sometimes it's nice to have a little weird. Sometimes it's nice to have a little weird and annoying. Sometimes it's nice to have stuff go wrong. I'm sorry for doubting you, Walter.
Are you just letting that loose in my
Let's go with the weird and unexpected and the accidents.
Accidents.
Walter would have wanted.
You know what? You're right.
That moose, we would have probably a different moose because we're far away now. We wouldn't have ever become friends like this for real.
Yeah, you would just still be in that strip club.
Yeah.
I'd still be a virgin.
I'd still be getting drunk on tequila. That would be way better.
I'd probably still be underappreciating you guys. So, what do you say? Finish this road trip?
Yeah, man.
Let's go see the world's largest flapjack in Manitoba.
Yeah!
Let's do it!
Yeah.
Let's do one in the car.
All right.
World's largest flapjack on 3.
1,
2, 3. World's largest flapjack!
At the end credits roll, we see snapshots of the rest of the trip. Snapshot.
double car ride. You pretty much did everything. So, thank you guys so much for coming out to the international experience and being a part of everything. I would like you now to think of a country in your head that you like. And now that you have it in your head, I want you to think of the general location from where you are, like what direction it would be in. On the count of 3, this is for the people watching the tape later, I want you to stand up, turn towards that country, and applaud it wildly, and say the name of it as you applaud. Well, we're all going to do this. You guys have that in mind? Just so you're keeping track, that way's north. Give you some orientation. So, everyone got a country? Yeah. Sweet. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for making it. We have 4 more shows in August of the International Improv Experience, so if you'd like to please tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Thank you. Thank you for making the show tonight, bud.
Thank you. You're a great director.
You guys are great.
Really nice.
If I don't say that, he'll turn me off.
Let's give one more big round of applause for our performers. We have 10 shows a weekend here at the Hideout. You can find out the whole schedule at hideouttheater.com. And if you want to learn to do improv, we teach level 1 classes all the time, and you can find out about that at the website as well. Thank you very much, and good night.